in your vehicle. Get back in your car.
I'm
Drunk?
no, I'm the captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
Of what? The big. Don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car.
It's truly amazing what police officers think they can get away with.
Have a seat.
I will. I'm not.
You been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You been drinking tonight, sir?
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division?
Investigations.
What are you doing pulling in here?
My mom and I stay here.
You been drinking? How much we had to drink tonight, sir?
Please.
Huh?
Turn the camera off.
I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
So that video was a police captain asking another police officer to turn off their body cam because he was being pulled over for drinking and driving. Now the good news is that the police officer did not turn off their body cam, and it seems like they responded appropriately, but it is very, very telling that somebody thought that because they're a police officer, the law shouldn't apply to them. This is something that is very much the product of the long history of the United States not holding police officers accountable, and police officers going out of their way to cover for each other when they're breaking the law in one way, shape, or form. Because if anything, this instance really is just an outlier. The unfortunate reality is that the culture of policing in the United States has largely been one of an us versus them mentality, where the us, in the minds of police officers, is other police officers, and the them is everybody else. And so there has been a long history of police officers covering up for each other, and that is what leads to situations like this, where you have a police captain who's saying like, hey, turn off your body cam, pretend this isn't happening right now, because he feels comfortable asking for that. Specifically because that is probably something that has worked for him in the past. Because really, knowing police officers and how they operate in the United States normally, if you're just a random person and you ask a police officer to turn off their body cam, there's a pretty good chance that they would find some reason to arrest you. Whether or not that arrest would actually be like legitimate is aside the point. But we know that police officers, when they get challenged in ways like this, will very often escalate things very significantly. And it's very telling that this police officer didn't do it with this police chief. And so once again, this is really just emblematic of the unfortunate reality in the United States that our system is very much unbalanced. And who you are matters very, very greatly in terms of how you will be treated not only by law enforcement, but also the justice system in general. If you are powerful, if you are wealthy, if you are privileged in any way, you will see a ton of deference to you throughout the legal system. But if you are marginalized, if you are poor, then you face an extreme degree of scrutiny and sometimes even outright violence from police and the legal system in general.